Om Shanti. Today 29 October 2023, revised Murli 27th February 96. Heading of Murli is The Foundation of Truth is Purity, and its sign is divinity on one's face and in one's activity. Today, the true Father, the true teacher, and the Satguru is seeing his children everywhere who are embodiments of the power of truth. The foundation of truth is purity, and the practical proof of truth is divinity on your face and in your activity. Many souls in the world call themselves truthful or consider themselves to be truthful, but complete truthfulness is based on purity. If there is not purity, there cannot be constant truthfulness. So what's the foundation of all of you? Purity. On the basis of purity, constantly being an embodiment of truth is natural and easy. Truth is not just speaking the truth and doing what is truthful, but the first truth is that you through which you receive the power of purity or the power of truth. Therefore, the first thing is to know your true form. I am a soul. Previously, you did not know this true form. So the first truth is to know yourself in your true form. Did you have the form of truth in terms of physical body? I so and so, or I am such and such. To know the true form is firstly to know your own form and then to have the introduction of the Father. Do you know your true form very well, or do you have the Father's true introductions? Thirdly, you also know the world cycle in its true form. What is this cycle and what is a path in it is? Do you know your part very well, very clearly? Your part is good, is it not? The best part is said to be that of the confluence age. However, compared to the souls of the world throughout the cycle, your parts of deity souls are also elevated. Even though the religion's leader and the great souls play their part, those souls are not pure in both body and soul, whereas you deity souls are pure both in body and in soul, which no other soul throughout the cycle are. So no one apart from you souls have the elevated foundation of purity. Do you remember the part of the deity souls? Do the Pandava remember? Deity souls have purity in a natural form. Great souls make other souls pure, but with a lot of effort. It is not natural. Neither it is natural nor it is a part of their nature. Whereas for you, you have a natural life of purity for half a cycle. And you also have that nature. You do not make any effort there. The effort made here makes it natural there, because there is no name or trace of impurity there. In golden age, silver age, there is no trace of impurity there. Purity is natural. You are not even aware that there is such thing as impurity. This is why the practical form of your purity is that of deities, that is of divinity. At this time, no matter how truthful people of world consider yourself to be, but still they do not have the truth of their original form. They do not have the true introduction of the Father, so you cannot call them completely true. You can only have the power of truth constantly when you have the awareness of the true form of yourself and of the Father. So, your every thought will then be constantly true. At present, you even forget sometime, or when you become body conscious, your thoughts are not constantly filled with the power of truth or the power of purity. Do you constantly have this purity, these type of thoughts, or do you even have waste thoughts? Check yourself. Would you call Way's thoughts truthful? You did not say anything false, so why would you not call them true? If someone were to say, I don't ever tell a lie, I always tell the truth, then the recognition of this truth is that there would constantly be divinity experience in that one's thoughts, words, deeds, relationships, and connections. You may be speaking the truth, but there is no divinity. You can see that someone repeatedly say, I'm telling the truth, I'm telling the truth, I'm always truthful. However, if you're constantly truthful and yet there is not that divinity in your words or deeds, then others would not feel your truth to be truth. They would feel that you are only trying to justify yourself. They would not be able to believe that that is truth. In order to prove the truth, there is no need to prove the truth. If you prove your own truthfulness with stubbornness, the divinity would not be visible. It would only be something ordinary, which everyone in the world also does. Bab Dada gives the definition of a truth in a slogan that you also heard from Sakar Baba. What would one who is truthful look like? Where there is truth, the soul dances. The soul will constantly dance in happiness. When you try to prove yourself right with stubbornness, then if you observe your own or someone else's face, it would not be a face with happiness on it. The face would be filled with thoughts or sadness. It would not be a face of one who is dancing. Where there is truth, the soul dances in happiness. Days and nights spent in happiness are enjoyed very much. But if there is slightest untruth mixed with the truth, life at that time would not be enjoyable. The meaning of truth is to stabilize in your true form and to create the thoughts, speak words, and perform action. Nowadays, people of the world clearly say of themselves, nowadays it is difficult for honest people to move along. They tell us they have to tell lies. However, at certain time, in certain situation, although Brahmin souls do not tell lies through their lips, but understanding internally that something you have to be clever with others. Sometimes you have to be clever with others. That is not called a lie, but it is called cleverness. So, what is the cleverness? Of course, you have to be this. So, those people tell lies clearly where Brahmins tell them using royal language. They then say, it was not my intention. It was neither my feeling nor my intention, but I had to do it. I have to interact in that way. However, you saw Father Brahma because he has two was in corporeal form. Of course, for the incorporeal form, you think Father Shiv is incorporeal. He's sitting up and enjoying himself. If he were to come down here, he would then know. However, Father Brahma in his corporeal form stayed with you all. He was a student and he also had to withstand so much opposition for the sake of truth and purity. Did he move along with that cleverness? So many advised him, do not tell people directly that they have to remain pure. Instead, tell them that they just have to remain little pure. However, was Father Brahma afraid? In order for you to imbibe the power of truth, the power to tolerate is also essential. The most important thing in order to imbibe the power of truth, the power to tolerate is very essential. You have to tolerate, you have to bow down, you have to accept defeat. However, that defeat is not defeat. Although it feels like defeat at that time, but it is a mystery for all the time. Today, you are celebrating Diamond Jubilee with the power of truth. If you had not had the purity or truth, then others would not have experienced on your face, on your activity, the divinity that they experience today. Even if you are part of the infantry, it is number wise after all. Even if you are Maharathis, not just those who are Maharathis in name, but true Maharathis, that is, those who move along with the power of truth, true Maharathis. If you step away from the truth on seeing any external situation and say, I did not say anything else, I just spoke a few words externally. It did not mean that it in my heart I just spoke those few words physically. That is not being completely truthful. If because of the truth you have to tolerate something, then that is not really tolerating. Externally, you may feel that you are tolerating something, but that is being accumulated in your account in the form of power of tolerance. Underline this statement. Otherwise, what happens is that when someone is even a little weak in tolerating something, he definitely has to take the support of falsehood. For that time, it feels as though he has found some support and that everything is all right, but he does not accumulate the power of tolerance in his account. Externally, he would feel that he is moving along very well, that he knows the art of moving along cleverly. However, if he were to see his account, he would see that he has accumulated very little. Therefore, do not move along with this cleverness. Sometimes you even move along while copying one another. This one is moving along in that way and her name has been glorified a lot. She has moved forward a great deal. Whereas because we are honest and truthful, we are left behind. However, that is not remaining behind, that is actually moving forward. In front of Father, you are moving forward. Even when in front of others, it seems as though you are moving backwards. With whom are you ultimately concerned? Are you concerned with the Father or other souls? With the Father. So to move forward in the Father's hearts means to move forward in your revat for the whole cycle. However, if you copy souls here in moving forward, you earn your name at this time and you receive that regard too. You enter the list of those who give lectures, you enter the list of those who look after centers, but that is only for this short time. You don't create a reward for the whole cycle. Bab Dada referred to as you made effort, a seed was sown and a tree grew and you even received some fruit. However, you ate unripe fruit. The fruit of the reward is finished for the time. So do not copy others for temporary name, fame or honor. You may not earn a name here, but your name is ahead in the Father's heart. Therefore, if you want to become a diamond, check yourself in these points. Check that there is not any type of flaw, even in a royal way, hidden in a diamond. Therefore, use the power of truth to imbibe divinity. No matter what you have to tolerate, do not be afraid. The truth will automatically be revealed according to the time. You say the boat of truth may rock, but it will not sink. In that case, it will take you to the shore. Therefore, be fearless. If you have to face anything, then keep the Brahma Baba's life in front of you. There were many situations of the world in front of Father Brahma, but there were also variety of situations concerning the children. However, while remaining with the gathering and having responsibilities, he was victorious with the power of truth. Did Father Brahma not see the complications of the children? Soul with a variety of sanskar also came in front of Father Brahma. However, even while he had to tolerate all of those situations, the original stage of his power of truth made him completely perfect. So, what do all of you want to become? This is not cleverness, it is. You speak very well when you say, I did not do anything. Of course, you also have to be little clever, but for how long? So now imbibe the power to tolerate and to comfort falsehood. Do not be influenced. Something that they saw something in the Maharathis, and that is it is the Maharathis they have to follow. The Brahma Baba is not in front of them at the present time, that there are just the Maharathis and so they followed them. However, if even if the Maharathis have mixed activity, if they too are moving along with cleverness, then the Maharathi are not Maharathis at that time. At that time, they are under bad omens. They are not Maharathis. What slogan was it that the father gave? Follow the father or follow the sister or brother. So, in performing practical actions, keep Father Brahma in front of you, follow him and become bodiless. Follow the incorporeal Father. Even when there are very good children, they are following the Father. So, what do you have to do? Follow the Father. Are you sure? Or do you feel that because you are getting a little advantage, you should take that and think that you will see about the future when it comes? Some of you even think we might claim a low status in a golden age, but we will definitely be happy because there won't be any sorrow there. At least we will have all attainment. Even if we become subject of subjects, we will not lack any attainments. So let us take the pleasure now and we will see about the future later on. However, this temporary pleasure will also bring you a share of punishment. So do you accept that? Do you like punishment? Nobody likes punishment. Will you take a little punishment? Will you also take that pleasure? No. So remember all these three things: purity, truth and divinity. Let there not be ordinary words, ordinary thoughts, ordinary deeds, but let there be divinity. Divinity means to perform action and create thoughts with divine virtues. This is divinity. When people ask what are sinful actions, what do you tell them? To perform any action under the influence of a vice or a sin is a sin. This is what you explain, do you not? So divinity means to have thoughts, words and deeds based on divine virtues. So you understand the importance of truth? Can you make yourself bodiless in a second? Why? How long it take to have thought, I am a bodiless soul? I took a second, it not. So every now and then throughout the day, continue to perform the drill. I am detached, bodiless, and loved by the Father. You know how to do this, do you not? So now forget everything in second and become completely bodiless. Baap Dada conducted drill for 5 minutes. Acha. Continue to perform this drill throughout the day as many times as you can. Even if you do it just for a minute, even if you do not have 2 or 3 minutes, by even carry out this practice for 1 or half a minute, you will receive a lot of help in becoming bodiless in the final moments. Are you able to become this? Did all of you become bodiless just now, or did you spend your time battling? Are you able to become this in a second? Check yourself. Are you able to become this even when you have a lot of work to do? Is it not difficult? You may be running around a lot in the UN, and when you are trying to become bodiless at the time, are you able to become that? If you practice this from time to time, it will then become natural at the time. When you become aware of your body, do you have to make effort for that time? Do you make the effort to think, I so and so? It is natural. So this will also become natural. Become bodiless when you want and enter your body when you want. When you have to do something, take the support of your body, but do not forget that it is that soul that is taking the support of the body. You are not the one that does, but the one that it has done. Just like you have something done through others. At the time, you consider yourself to be separate. In the same way, while having something done through your body, you, the soul that is having it done, are separate. Practice this and you will not fluctuate in any kind of body consciousness. Do you understand? Acha, blessing for today is, may you become a pure soul by merging yourself in the ocean of love and finishing the dirt of the consciousness of I. Detail: those who constantly remain merged in the ocean of love are not aware of anything of the world. Because of being merged in love, they are easily able to go beyond all situations. It is said of devotees, this one is constantly lost. However, you children are constantly merged in love. You are not aware of the world. All the consciousness of mind has finished. The consciousness of mind for many things make you dirty. When you consider the one Father to be mine, all the dirt finish and the soul become pure. Slogan for today is, for your intellect to imbibe the jewels of knowledge and enable others to do this is to be a holy swan. I'm repeating, for your intellect to imbibe the jewels of knowledge and enable others to do this is to be a holy swan. Acha, Om Shanti.